Welcome to the Pet Stop. I'm Dr. Brian Voynick. Now that spring is finally here, you may be ready to grab your pooch and enjoy the outdoors. I hope you do. The only problem is, Pet Fido might have left his manners at home. Master trainer Greg Kleva is here once again today to show us how to reinforce the training of our furry friends, that the things they might have forgotten. Greg, huh?
Spring is a great time to refresh on those basic obedience skills that your dog may have forgotten through the winter months, for sure.
Yeah, well, they're exuberant just like we are in the springtime.
They get excited, and we're going to be out and about more, meeting people, meeting other dogs, and your dog may have, like you said, forgotten its manners. So we want to refresh on that stuff.
Well, tell us, what's the best way to reinforce walking? I see too many dogs walking their owners these days.
That happens for sure. And again, as we're out and about during the spring, you want to do some walking work. The best way to start is slow.
Okay.
Do this stuff in the house. Do it in the backyard where there's less distraction.
Right.
Get your dog reacquainted with that skill if they were good at it before the winter months. So for example, I like to just play a simple game of follow the leader, or what I call attentiveness training.
All right.
You just get the dog walking in one direction, and when he walks up to your side, come on, Sam, just turn and go the other direction.
Good.
Come on, good boy. And just make sure the dog starts to follow you. Sam's catching on real quick here right away. So you see he's kind of following me and turning when I turn and stopping when I stop.
Right.
We're going to be out there meeting people, right? And again, the dog will get excited. You want to make sure that the dog is exhibiting appropriate behaviors while they're greeting. So we don't want that jumping up to knock people down. Sam's a big dog, and he could do some damage, of course. So for that, I recommend, come on, Sam, come say hi to the doctor. Good boy. If the dog does go to jump up, you can just kind of step on the leash. Give him enough leash so that it's not tight, but not enough so that if he does jump, his feet aren't going to come off the ground.
Very good.
And Sam's already doing the right thing here. He's a good boy.
He is.
You can ask your dog to exhibit an appropriate behavior when he greets somebody. Ask him for a sit. Sam, sit. And if he does that, give him lots of praise. Good boy, good puppy. That's the best time for that person that you're greeting to reinforce that behavior. You could even carry a treat in your pocket and ask them to give the dog a treat to make sure that he's sitting and he knows that that's the correct thing to do when he meets someone on the street.
Very good. And what about, they're going to be meeting other, not only people, but pets. So how do you make sure that they're pet friendly?
Yeah, on leash, loose leash is always best, because if there's tension in the leash, that could cause problems between dogs. And just know your dog and make sure you ask people that you meet, is your dog friendly? We put too much pressure on them to be friends with everyone that they meet, and that's really not realistic.
And let's reiterate, the Seeing Eyes right around the corner from our animal hospital. So service dogs should never be approached.
Yeah, your service dog, if you see a service dog, you're going to see it's wearing a vest that is probably going to say that the dog is working, and it's not a good time to go up and say, the dog is friendly, but still not a good time to go say hi to that dog.
Very good. Hey, always great to have you on. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Dr. Voynick.